good morning from Norway. The sun is just beginning to rise, and outside my window, the world is painted white. Snow blankets everything, sparkling like a million diamonds in the soft pink light. Here in Norway, winter is a magical time. From the snow-capped mountains to the frozen fjords, nature puts on a breathtaking show. Come on in, let me show you. Stepping inside from the cold, you're enveloped in warmth. The scent of freshly brewed coffee fills the air, a comforting aroma that instantly makes you feel at home. This is Hygge, a Norwegian concept that's all about embracing coziness and finding joy in the simple things. It's about creating a warm and inviting atmosphere where you can relax and recharge, surrounded by the people and things you love. And what better way to start the day than with a traditional Norwegian breakfast? Freshly baked bread, creamy butter, and a slice of Brunost, the iconic brown cheese that's a staple here. Norwegians have a deep appreciation for nature and the outdoors, even in the depths of winter. We embrace the cold, the snow, and the darkness, finding joy in activities like skiing, skating, and simply taking a walk in the crisp, fresh air. It's about the connection we feel to nature, the peace it brings, and the reminder that we are a part of something much bigger than ourselves. So come along with me as we venture out into this winter wonderland. Let's explore the beauty of Norway together. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee wafts through the air, a sensory alarm clock that gently rouses me from sleep. As the coffee brews, filling the kitchen with its rich aroma, I prepare a simple yet satisfying breakfast, a cornerstone of the Norwegian morning. On the table, a wooden cutting board awaits, holding thick slices of freshly baked bread. Beside it sits a wedge of Brunost, its caramel color a stark contrast against the white tablecloth. The taste of Brunost is unique, a delicate balance of sweet and savory. This humble breakfast, a staple in countless Norwegian homes, is more than just sustenance. With my coffee and Brunost in hand, I move towards the window, drawn by the soft, ethereal glow emanating from beyond the glass. The world outside is still cloaked in the hushed stillness of dawn, the sky awash in hues of pink, purple, and orange. There's a sense of profound peace that pervades these early morning moments. The world seems to hold its breath, suspended between the darkness of night and the promise of a new day. This is the magic of a Norwegian winter morning, a moment of tranquility that nourishes the soul. While the coffee and Brunost provide a comforting start, a balanced breakfast often includes a serving of yogurt, a dollop of homemade granola, and a handful of fresh berries. Norwegians value fresh, wholesome ingredients, and even in the depths of winter, there's a focus on incorporating fruits and grains into their diet. The tartness of the berries contrasts beautifully with the creamy yogurt and the crunchy granola. A glass of freshly squeezed orange juice adds a final touch of vitamin C, essential for boosting immunity during the winter months. This simple yet nourishing breakfast provides the energy needed to face the day ahead. As the last traces of breakfast disappear, it's time to prepare for the day ahead. I bundle up in layers of warm clothing, woolen sweaters, thick socks, a cozy hat, and a scarf to ward off the winter chill. Glancing out the window one last time, I'm greeted by a scene of pristine beauty. The sun has climbed higher in the sky, casting a golden glow over the snow-covered rooftops. It's time to step out into the winter wonderland and embrace all that this magical season has to offer. In many parts of the world, winter often brings with it the dread of battling traffic jams and braving crowded public transportation. But here in Norway, the commute takes on a different character altogether. It's not just about getting from point A to point B. It's an opportunity to embrace the elements, connect with nature, and savor the invigorating beauty of the winter landscape. Whether it's cycling down snow-dusted streets, gliding through the city on a tram, or simply walking briskly amidst the crisp, fresh air, the journey itself becomes an integral part of the day. There's a sense of liberation in moving through the world with a sense of purpose. Norway boasts an incredibly efficient and reliable public transportation system, one that seamlessly blends functionality with aesthetic appeal. Sleek, modern trams glide effortlessly through the city streets, their panoramic windows offering glimpses of snow-laden parks, colorful buildings, and the bustling life of the city. The train system, too, is a marvel of engineering and design, connecting cities and towns with breathtaking speed and comfort. Picture yourself settling into a plush seat, a warm drink in hand, as the train winds its way through snow-covered forests, past frozen lakes, and alongside majestic mountains. There's a sense of community that permeates the transportation system. For many Norwegians, the commute is more than just a means to an end. It's a chance to carve out a few moments of solitude amidst the bustle of daily life. Imagine yourself walking briskly through a snow-covered forest, the only sounds the crunch of your footsteps and the gentle whisper of the wind through the trees. The air is crisp and invigorating, carrying the scent of pine and the promise of adventure. In these moments, the worries of the day seem to melt away, replaced by a sense of peace and connection to the natural world. Stepping into a Norwegian workplace, one immediately senses a palpable difference from the often hectic atmosphere of other countries. There's a distinct lack of urgency, replaced by a sense of calm and purpose that permeates the environment. The physical space itself often reflects this ethos. Large windows flood the workspace with natural light, even during the shorter days of winter, offering glimpses of the serene landscape beyond. The transition from the crisp winter air to the welcoming warmth of the workplace is seamless. While efficiency and productivity are highly valued in Norwegian work culture, there's also a strong emphasis on collaboration and fostering a positive work environment. This is perhaps best exemplified by the concept of kaffepause, a sacred ritual observed in workplaces across the country. Several times throughout the day, work comes to a halt as colleagues gather in the communal kitchen or break room to enjoy a cup of coffee, tea, or a light snack. These short breaks serve as a mental reset, a chance to recharge and return to work with renewed focus and energy. Ideas are shared, problems are solved, and relationships are strengthened, all while enjoying a cup of coffee and a slice of homemade cake. One of the most striking aspects of Norwegian work culture is the deep-seated respect for work-life balance. Long hours and weekends spent at the office are not seen as badges of honor, but rather as indicators of an unhealthy work-life balance. Norwegians prioritize spending time with family and friends, pursuing hobbies, and simply enjoying the beauty of their natural surroundings. This emphasis on work-life balance is not just a matter of personal preference, it's enshrined in Norwegian law and social policy. This commitment to work-life balance fosters a happier and more productive workforce. The natural environment plays an integral role in Norwegian life, and the workplace is no exception. Many offices and schools are strategically located to maximize natural light and offer inspiring views of the surrounding landscape. Taking a break from work to gaze out the window at a breathtaking view is not seen as a distraction, but rather as a way to recharge and find inspiration. The beauty of the natural world serves as a reminder of the larger forces at play, helping to put daily stresses and challenges into perspective. This connection to nature is not just about aesthetics, it's about recognizing the profound impact that our surroundings have on our well-being, creativity, and overall productivity. As the clock strikes 12, a familiar rhythm descends upon workplaces and schools across Norway. It's time for the beloved matpakke. This unassuming packed lunch, a cornerstone of Norwegian culinary tradition, is a testament to the country's values of practicality, simplicity, and a deep respect for fresh, wholesome ingredients. The matpakke is all about efficiency and nourishment, providing a quick and satisfying midday meal that fuels both body and mind. The star of the show is typically a selection of open-faced sandwiches, artfully arranged on slices of hearty rye bread. The beauty of the matpakke lies in its versatility, It can be as simple or elaborate as one desires, catering to individual tastes and dietary preferences. Section 2. A moment of respite. Finding tranquility amidst the day. Lunchtime in Norway is not just about refueling the body. It's also an opportunity to carve out a few precious moments of tranquility amidst the bustle of the day. Whether it's finding a quiet corner in the office kitchen, stepping outside for a breath of fresh air, or seeking refuge in a nearby park, Norwegians value this midday break as a chance to disconnect, recharge, and reconnect with themselves and their surroundings. The simple act of savoring each bite of the matpakke, mindful of the flavors and textures, can be a meditative experience. The crunch of the rye bread, the freshness of the toppings, the burst of flavor from the dill sauce, these sensory details ground us in the present moment, offering a welcome respite from the demands of the day. A thermos of hot tea or coffee, often enjoyed alongside the matpakke, provides additional warmth and comfort, a small indulgence that transforms lunchtime into a ritual of self-care. As the steam from the drink rises, mingling with the crisp winter air, it creates a sense of cozy contentment, a moment to pause, reflect, and simply be. Section 3. Embracing the outdoors. Lunch with a view. Norwegians embrace the opportunity to take their lunch break al fresco, connecting with nature and soaking up the beauty of their surroundings. Even in winter, there's magic in venturing outdoors, breathing in the crisp air and feeling the sun's rays. Imagine yourself on a sun-drenched rock overlooking a majestic fjord, the water sparkling beneath a clear blue sky. These outdoor lunch breaks are a testament to the Norwegian love for nature and the belief that spending time outdoors is essential. Section 1. Embracing the freedom, a time for exploration and recreation. As the workday or school day draws to a close, a palpable sense of anticipation fills the air. It's as if the very landscape itself beckons us to shed the constraints of indoor routines and embrace the freedom of the great outdoors. For Norwegians, the afternoon hours, especially during the winter months, are a time for recharging, reconnecting, and rediscovering the simple joys of life. Whether it's strapping on a pair of skis and gliding through snow-dusted forests, embarking on an exhilarating sledding adventure, or simply bundling up for a leisurely walk amidst the frosted beauty of nature, the afternoon hours become a canvas upon which to paint memories that will linger long after the sun has set. There's a contagious energy that seems to ripple through the streets as people emerge from offices, schools, and shops, their faces alight with anticipation for the adventures that await. It's a time when the boundaries between work and leisure blur, when the simple act of moving through the world, breathing in the crisp winter air, becomes a form of celebration. The possibilities are as endless as the snow-covered expanse that stretches out before us, each adventure a testament to the Norwegian spirit of embracing the moment and finding joy in the embrace of nature. Skiing, sledding, and winter adventures. For many Norwegians, winter means skiing. It's a passion that transcends age and social status. From the first snowflakes, there's a collective yearning to ski. Whether it's the adrenaline of downhill skiing, the rhythm of cross-country skiing, or the camaraderie of sledding, there's a winter activity for everyone. Families bundle up, their laughter echoing through the air. Experienced skiers carve elegant turns, a symphony of grace. As the sun sets, long shadows cast across the snow. A sense of contentment settles over the mountains. While skiing and sledding hold undeniable appeal, there's magic in a winter walk. It's a chance to slow down and reconnect with nature. Bundled up, thermos in hand, we set off into the Winter Wonderland. Our footsteps the only sound disturbing the pristine silence. The air is crisp and invigorating. We notice the intricate patterns of frost and delicate footprints. Sunlight filters through the branches, creating a mosaic of light and shadow. There's a sense of peace and tranquility, a reminder to appreciate the beauty around us. As the sun begins its final descent, casting long shadows across the snow-covered landscape, a familiar yearning for warmth and comfort draws us homeward. The day's adventures, whether spent on the slopes exploring the city or simply soaking up the invigorating beauty of nature, have left us with a sense of contented exhaustion, a longing for the simple pleasures of home. Stepping inside, we're greeted by a wave of warmth, the inviting aroma of a home-cooked meal mingling with the scent of pine and wood smoke from the crackling fireplace. The day's chill melts away as we shed our winter layers, our fingers tingling as they adjust to the cozy embrace of the heated rooms. The transition from the crisp, invigorating air outside to the cozy haven of home is a sensory delight. Candles flicker on windowsills, casting a warm glow that illuminates the softly falling snow outside. The gentle hum of conversation, punctuated by laughter and the clinking of glasses, creates an ambiance of relaxed conviviality. In these moments, as we shed the day's cares and surrender to the warmth of home, we experience the true essence of Hygge, that uniquely Norwegian concept of embracing coziness, connection, and contentment in the simplest of pleasures. Tonight, the dinner table becomes a celebration of Norway's bounty, a testament to the country's deep connection to the sea. A steaming pot of creamy fisksuppe, its aroma a symphony of fresh herbs and the ocean's bounty, takes center stage, promising warmth and nourishment after a day spent embracing the winter elements. Each spoonful of the soup is a revelation, a harmonious blend of flavors and textures that speaks to the heart of Norwegian cuisine. Tender chunks of cod or salmon, their delicate flavor enhanced by the richness of the broth, mingle with hearty root vegetables, their sweetness a counterpoint to the savory depth of the soup. A sprinkle of fresh dill, its bright, almost citrusy notes adding a final flourish of flavor, completes the dish, transforming it into a culinary masterpiece. Crusty bread, its texture perfect for soaking up the last drops of the flavorful broth, accompanies the soup, providing a satisfying crunch that complements the creamy richness of the main event. As we savor each bite, sharing stories and laughter, the dinner table becomes a place of connection, a space where the day's experiences are rehashed and the bonds of family and friendship are strengthened. With dinner concluded and the last traces of daylight fading from the sky, a sense of peaceful contentment settles over the room. The fireplace crackles merrily, casting flickering shadows that dance across the walls, creating an ambiance of warmth and intimacy. We gather closer, drawn together by the magnetic pull of shared warmth and companionship. Thick wool blankets, their texture soft against our skin, are draped over laps, providing an extra layer of coziness as we settle into a rhythm of relaxed conversation and shared silence. The gentle clinking of teacups, the rustling of book pages, the soft crackle of the fire. These are the sounds of Hygge, the soundtrack to a perfect Norwegian evening. As the day draws to a close and the last vestiges of daylight fade into the embrace of a star-studded sky, I find myself reflecting on the simple joys of this winter's day. From savoring a steaming mug of coffee to the crisp winter air, each moment celebrates the Norwegian spirit. We've stood in awe before the fjords, shared laughter over fisksuppe, and found solace in solitude. Through it all, there's been a sense of peace, particularly during these magical winter months. Perhaps it's the proximity to nature, the ever-present reminder of the ebb and flow of the seasons that instills in Norwegians a profound sense of resilience, a deep understanding that darkness is always followed by light, that even the harshest winters eventually give way to the promise of spring. This inherent connection to the natural world is woven into the very fabric of Norwegian culture, from the traditional foods that nourish the body to the outdoor activities that invigorate the soul. It's a way of life that embraces the rhythm of nature, finding joy in both the stillness of a snow-covered forest and the exhilaration of gliding down a mountain slope. It's a spirit that celebrates the simple joys of life, the warmth of a crackling fire, the laughter of loved ones gathered around a table, the quiet contentment of a good book enjoyed in a cozy corner. It's a spirit that finds beauty in the everyday, that embraces the present moment, and that faces the challenges of life with a quiet strength and determination. As the stars twinkle above the snow-dusted landscape and the soft glow of the northern lights dances across the sky, I bid you farewell from this magical corner of the world. It's been a privilege to share a glimpse into the rhythm of life in Norway, to showcase the beauty of this winter wonderland, and to introduce you to the warmth and resilience of its people. May the memories of this journey linger long after you've returned home, inspiring you to embrace the simple joys of life, to seek out adventure in the everyday, and to find solace in the embrace of nature. Until we meet again, may your days be filled with warmth, laughter, and the enduring spirit of Norway. Tack for @Dublemed. Thank you for joining me.